Hello everyone and welcome to today's video on why you don't want to be the popular girl. And I know that when you're in school, both high school and probably university also, and maybe if you get a little bit further, that especially girls, we have a tendency to look for the other girls, to compare ourselves with others, and we want to be like the popular ones. We want to be the ones that all the good guys, the attractive guys, are interested in. And that's just, a little bit part of it. And I think that when we do that, it's to compensate for our own insecurities, because we don't acknowledge ourselves, so we need other people to acknowledge us. And we don't love ourselves, so we want love from other people. We want attention. We want people to look at us and kind of adore us in some way. But the truth is, you probably know that it all comes from within. You have to love yourself first. You have to be confident in who you are. And it's probably not the popular girl. At least I was not at all until I got into agriculture and in farming school, because I was one of the only girls there. So I kind of became the popular girl, but I never felt like it because I've never been the popular one, which is also a good thing, because to be popular, most of us are trying to fit in or doing something that we think we should do to make other people like us. But the truth is that when we do that, we fit in too much. We pretend in some way to be someone we're not. And that's not what we want. We want people to love us as we are. So we don't have to put on this face or whatever it is every time, this behavior every time we're around other people. We want to find the soulmate, the guy who loves us for who we are. All of it. Not just a little part of it, and then the rest we kind of had to hide away. No, we want someone who accepts all of us and loves every little bit part of us. But we can't find that if we don't love ourselves first, if we don't start by loving every little part of us and feel confident in who we are. And just when I say that, feeling confident in who you are, it's knowing who you are, knowing who you are not, and just be you. And if you're like me and you have been a pleaser for most of your life, you don't have very much self-worth, you're pretty uncertain about everything you do and the decisions you make, and you never feel confident about anything you do, kind of a little bit perfectionistic. It's really important to have that, find in some way that acceptance of yourself as who you are. Because like I said, you don't want to, at least on long term, trust me, you don't want to act or create a life of someone who you're not, because you're gonna get sick of it at the end. So you want to be just you. And it sounds so easy, but that has actually been really, 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 and still kind of is really hard for me, because I am so sensitive and I am so empathic. So I'm picking up things from everyone else. I am very good at fitting in. I'm like a chameleon. I can go in everywhere and be great around people. But when you do that, you also lose your sense of self, of yourself. Like I said, that's kind of my issue, to figure out who I am and stand by that, because I can be everything. I can be anyone. So that's really important, to know yourself very well and to dig into what is mine, what is me, and what is something that I have learned that someone has put on me. It can be parents, it can be school, it can be your friends, a boyfriend, but someone who has said something that made you change who you were, that made you try to fit in better so they would like you. And that's a survival instinct. I always bring that up, because if people don't like us, we won't survive. We're pack animals, and especially when we're very young, we need other people to survive. So it's an instinct that we need to do that, and that's how we learn about the world. But when we do that way too much, this issue comes up where you don't know, at some point you suddenly find out that you have no idea who you are. You feel lost, you don't know what you want, you don't know what you're doing, and you feel uncertain about everything you do. So that's why some of this digging work is very important. But again, the message for today is just that don't strive to be anything or someone you're not. If that's the popular girl or the singer that you really idolize, or whoever it is, you shouldn't be anyone else but yourself. You can admire other people for what they're doing, and usually we do that when people are authentic. They are doing their thing. So you have to find your own thing. What is you, and what's your thing, what's your purpose, what is that you want in life, and be who you truly authentically are. So that was the message for today. I hope you liked this video. Give it a like if you did, and subscribe if you want to hear more, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.